Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Destiny. We do all kinds of things here, honestly. I post what I want when I want. And today we're going to do a book haul. So on Saturday we went to Half Price Books with my better half, and your girl did some damage. I was really excited. It's the first time I've been book shopping in about a year. So my once a year trip, I got a few things, and then I was going to film this on Monday, and then realized I had the sequel to two books. So I put an order in for Walmart to pick up a couple things we needed for the house, and went ahead and ordered the books that I needed, the first ones to the series. And then I had to wait till today to get my hands on them. So without further ado, let's do this. First, I want to talk about something that I'm really excited about and I'm reaching for, and that is my new little book nook. Obviously, there's nothing in here because it's over here, but I'm making a garden house. I'm so excited. Little windows open. There's lights. It's gonna be great. I have built a little wooden puzzle that's a carriage that sits on my bookshelf that I'm in love with. She is everything. And so I wanted something else, and I was gonna go get like another one of the wooden puzzles that's just like the Eiffel Tower. It doesn't have any color to it or anything. It usually lasts me about about a couple hours, anywhere from like 2 to 8. And my better half's like, no, you might as well spend the money and get the one you really want, which is the garden house. So I got it. It's probably gonna take me hopefully a week, but I'm excited about it. So I wanted to share it. Now let's get into the books I got. I honestly just went in Half Price Books and started picking things up, things that interest me, things I may have seen on Bookstagram or BookTube or Book Talk before. Yeah, I honestly no thoughts in it. I did read the back of a couple of them. One of them I was just excited to find it, and there will be a full annotate with me coming for that one. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. The first one I got is You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life, by Jen Signero. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. This one I have seen a lot of people who read self-help and woo-woo kind of books suggest. It was recommended along with How to Unfuck Yourself, the Atomic Habits and stuff like that. Like, it was recommended on a list with that, and so when I saw it, like, it was the first thing I picked up in Half Price Books. When I saw it, I was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and get it. I want to give this a try and see what I think. It's probably going to take me a little while because usually with my nonfiction I do audiobooks, not physical, but I was like, I want this one physically. Usually my nonfiction, if I really enjoy them, I want to buy them, so pick that one up. Next is one that's brand new. It was one of the last things I picked up, and your girl's really happy to have it, and that is Frida McFadden's The Boyfriend. I have literally read almost everything Frida has written. I've read The Coworker, The Teacher, The Inmate, Never Lie, One by One. There's one about a girl who, I don't want to give the twist away. I can't think of the name of it. It's none of these. I remember the whole storyline in my head. Anyways, I have read a lot of Frida, and I love Frida. I think that her thrillers are fun and no brain. I mean, you have to suspend your your beliefs, like just put them on hold for a little bit and just go into it with no thoughts in your head, just to enjoy the ride. And I love Frida books, so I have this one. The back says she's looking for the perfect man, he's looking for the perfect victim. Sydney Shaw, like every single woman in New York, has a terrible luck with dating. She's had it all: men who lie on their dating profile, men who stick her with a dinner bill, and worst of all, men who can't shut up about their mothers. But finally, she hits the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works for a doctor at a local hospital. Sydney is swept off her feet. Then the brutal murder of a young woman the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds the police. Primary suspect? A mystery man who dates his victim before he kills them. Sydney should be safe. After all, she is dating the man of her dreams, but she can't shake her own suspicions that the perfect man may not be as perfect as he seems, because someone is watching her every move, and if she doesn't get to the truth, she'll be the killer's next victim. I cannot wait. I love Frida. Yes, tiny human. Yes, tiny human. Hmm? Oh, fish freak? They'll be okay. Scooby and the gang are gonna solve it, okay? Yeah, okay. So the next one is the one that I got the sequel. So I picked up Glint by Raven Kennedy, thinking it was the first one, and really, Guild is the first one. So your girl ordered Guild. This series it's a King Midas retelling. So it says it's the arrogance of men to think so little of women, and it will be their downfall. This is a story of King Midas, or what we're always told. The Golden King with his palace of riches, me, the girl he turned to gold. Up on the snowy mountains in the sixth kingdom of Aura, I'm locked away in a high bell castle, away from the dangers of the world below. No one can get in apart from him. King Midas rescued me from the streets. He gave me food, shelter, and his heart, and I promise to love him forever. But when war comes to the kingdom, a deal is struck, and I am at the heart of the bargain. Everything I know starts to change. My love for Midas is challenged, my trust broken. Suddenly, I'm sent to travel between kingdoms to a future I no longer understand. My spirit becomes truly tested. I'm always told this is his tale, but perhaps it's no longer the case. It's mine. This is the story of Urin. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. I'm intrigued. I saw Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte talk about how she was buying the last two in this series, and I got curious. And so I thought when I went over to the new section, they had the entire series. I thought, okay, I'll pick up the first one. Let's see what I think. Well, I ended up picking up Glint. And then I got home and thought, okay, what do I want to pick up after I finish Priory? Let's do this one, let's do that, let's do this. And then I realized Glint is the second one. I needed Guild, so I ordered it. Then the next one that I got the sequel of is Heated Rivals by Katee Roberts. I can tell you right now, I picked this up because it was Katee Roberts. I love her books. I have not found a book by her that I don't absolutely devour. Her Dark Olympus series is one of my favorites, but my favorite that she's ever written is Queen Takes a Crown, or Queen Takes a Rose, which is the last one in the Wicked Villain series. It's her FF romance, her lesbian romance. So, of course, it's my favorite. So, when I realized Heated Rivals was the second one, which was previously published as The Wedding Pact, I picked up Dark Succession, which was the marriage contract. This one, I think is Mafia Romance. Don't quote me on that. It says Teague O'Malley hates everything associated with his family name, and when his father orders him to carry Castella Shadarian to create a business alliance, Teague's ready to cut ties once and for all. But then Teague actually meets Castella, sees the bruises on her neck and the trauma in her eyes, and vows he will do anything in his power to avenge her. Everyone knows the O'Malleys are dangerous, but Callie wasn't prepared for his brand of lethal grace and coiled power. His slightest touch scorches through her, but the closer they get, the more trouble they're in, because Callie's been keeping a dark secret, and what Teague doesn't know could get him killed. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I am on a mission to own all of Katee Roberts' novels, all the ones I can get my hands on, and I honestly did not have this series. This is not one I've read before, so I wanted it. Next, I picked this up because it was on the same aisle as the Katie Roberts one, and the cover interested me, and that was From Bad to Curse by Lauren Harper. She wrote Payback's a Witch. It says the best-selling author of Payback's a Witch, but also at the top it says Emily Henry. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. My bad. So this one, the back says opposite attract in this wickedly charming rom-com by Lauren Harper, New York's best-selling author of Payback's a Witch. Wild Child Isadora is a thrill tracer, an adept demon summoner, and despite the whole sexy evil sorceress vibe, also a cuddly animal lover. When she's not designing costumes and creating new storylines for the Arcane Imperium's haunted house, Issa is nursing a secret, a conflicted dream of ditching her family's witchy business to become an indie fashion designer in her own right. But when someone starts sabotaging the celebrations leading up to this year's Beltane Festival with dark and dangerous magic, a member of the rival Thorn family gets badly hurt, throwing immediate suspicion on the Armavars. I keep saying that wrong. To clear the family name and step up for her family when they need her most, Issa agrees to serve as a co-investigator, helping none other than Rowan Thorn get to the bottom of things. Rowan is the very definition of lawful good, so tragically noble by the book that he makes Issa's teeth hurt. In accordance to their family's complicated history, he and Issa have been arch enemies for years and have grown to heartily loathe each other. But as the unlikely duo follows the perplexing trail of clues and stunning conclusions, Issa and Rowan discover how little they really know of each other and stumble upon a maddening attraction that becomes harder to ignore by the day. I'm excited and I'm interested. Next is two that I have already read. And then one that's actually back in my nightstand, but I'm not going to get up and get it. That is Girls of Fire, Paper and Fire, yes, go me. Girls of Paper and Fire. I picked it up as well. I read the first chapter. I'm a little interested. I don't know much about it, and I would pick it up to read the synopsis, but I'm tired and I don't want to get up. So I have three more. The next one is A Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkinson. So I have read all of the Discovery of Witches series. I have not read the spinoff about Marcus or the newest one, but I read all three of them from the library. I borrowed them, so I saw this one in Half Price Books and decided I needed a shelf trophy. If you've never heard of this series, the series follows Diana. Diana is a witch, but she doesn't want to be. She's never had a talent for the magical arts. Her aunt has tried teaching her many times over the years. It never worked, so she just stopped altogether. She is a doctorate at Cambridge, I believe. I could have that wrong. Working with manuscripts of alchemical manuscripts. And one day she accidentally calls up a magical manuscript and she has to use her magic to get into it. And come to find out that manuscript has been lost for decades, for centuries. It is what they call the Book of Life. And they want Diana to call it again. And to protect her, she ends up with a vampire named Matthew. And Matthew is literally just trying to keep Diana alive. Yes, he wants to know where the book went. Yes, he thought she had it. But once he realizes she doesn't have it and that her magic isn't working like it should, he becomes in full protector mode. Think Twilight for adults and better written. It pains me to say that because honestly, I have reread Twilight as a 20-year-old, late 20s. I turned 30. I turned 30 in less than a month. Anyways, and I loved it. So think Twilight, but better written and adult. If you love that, definitely give Discovery of Witches a try. I will say Shadow of the Night, don't get discouraged. I highly recommend listening to the audiobook, because where Discovery of Witches is set in modern day, the Shadow of Night is historical. So, just FYI. Next self trophy I got was Assistant to the Villain by Anna Nicole Marrier. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I love this. I listened to this one the first time I read it. It was just enjoyable. It is another one of those that I put all the thoughts out of my head and the word I'm looking for is escaping me. It's late. I was literally just on a mission to enjoy this book. I was not trying to think too hard into it. That is most of the time when I read a book, that is literally what I'm doing. I am trying to enjoy it. I do not want to have to think about anything other than this book. I really don't. So I have my hands on this. I'm so excited. I want to do once a month a annotate with me video where I read a book slowly throughout the month and film myself annotating and kind of reading. I did that with A Court of Thorn and Roses the second time I read through, and it was a lot of fun, and the video's been doing pretty well. I was going to do it the entire A Court series, but Mist and Fury hit me in my teeth, so I did not do that one. It's still super fluffy, and I know this is going to be super fluffy when I get done, so this is probably us on the docket to be the next one I annotate with you guys. So I have that one, and then lastly, the last one I picked up, I honestly picked it up for the cover, kind of like I did for From Bad to Cursed, and that is the Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor. I don't think she's wrote anything else, but what got me to pick it up was the cover, but what made me stay was the first blurb on the back, and it's from Aaron A. Craig, who wrote the House of Salt and Sorrow series, which I love and ate up. I don't own the first one. I own the second one. It was a birthday gift last year from my better half. And I love them. And if she writes anything else, I will be reading it. I know she just came out with a 13th child that I want to get my hands on. And it says, Hotel Magnifique opened up a door to a symptomous and glittering world of magic, mysteries, and left me enchanted. Perfect for fans of Carnival and the Night Circus, which, if you don't know, I love the Night Circus. I love the prose. I love everything about that book. This one says, all her life, Gina has dreamed of elsewhere. Barely scraping by with a job at a tannery, she's resigned to a dreary life in the park town of Dark, caring for her younger sister Zusa. That is until a legendary Hotel Magnifique appears in town. The Hotel Magnifique is famous for its astonishing enchantments, especially in its ability to travel the world. Arriving at a new destination each midnight, Jana and Zeus seize their chance to join the hotel staff, and they are sooner swept away in a world of sparkling chandeliers and impossible magic. But it's not long before Janie discovers that beneath its marvelous glamour, the hotel is hiding dangerous secrets. With a vexingly handsome doorman, Belle, her only ally, Johnny embarks on a mission to unravel the mystery of the magic at the heart of the hotel and free Sosa and the other staff from the cruelty of the ruthless Maître de Hotel? No, it's Maître. It's French and my brain's not working tonight. To succeed, she'll have to risk everything she loves, but failure would mean the fate far worse than returning home. Like I said, I was interested. I thought, why not give it a try? It wasn't overly expensive for the book, so I was like, why not give it a try? It's a hardback. If you have not noticed, I prefer paperback, but it was the only hardback I bought. So I'm not mad. That's a pretty good haul. I do want to point out that I was really, really excited that I'm trying to double check before I open my mouth and insert my foot. Yeah, I think I'm right. Unless it's this one. Let's look. No. So the Playton's Prisoner series for both are actually signed, and I don't know, I can't tell if it's just printed, like it's already printed in the front one, because like I said, I got one from Walmart and one from Half Price, but they are both signed, which I was really, really excited about. So yeah, that is my little haul. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know which one should I start with next, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.